We're going to go to the Royal Rumble. I know you didn't watch the Royal Rumble. I watched the men's match. I watched the women's match, the Royal Rumbles.
I watched some of it.
I hate to say this. I loved the Royal Rumble match. I didn't think the men's was that good. So I was looking forward to it. And it just seemed to start.
But I think
it started off
from
wrong.
what I heard was, and even looking back on it, I didn't watch it live. I watched the clips back. I think the girls was better than the men's.
It probably was. There was a lot more blown spots in the women's Royal Rumble, but
they had surprises.
Yes, and
they
you
had
didn't know
the
who was
TNA girl
win
Jordan Grace.
Yep.
Is that her name? Jordan? Is that her name? Jordan Grace. Then they had Jade.
Yep.
Had her there. And
Naomi returned.
Well, it was, and they got, but you had a lot of them that nobody knew. I mean, you know the ones, but I think they're in pretty good shape as far as the girls go. They're in pretty good shape right here.
Speaking of which, Jade Cargill debuts. You saw her debut. You saw the crowd reaction. Good way to debut her?
I think so. She took out Nia Jax first, right?
Mm-hmm. I'd tell you what, I was looking at that when she eliminated it, and Nia Jax was kicking her legs. Didn't look like she was helping a lot at all. And Jade was just straight up, held her for ages, then threw out. She's strong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think but she's not as, they say that she can't remember the sequences.
So
she has a little, so they say, I don't know.
So they say that what her biggest weakness as far as sort of improving and getting into the WWE style of things,
but
that she can't remember sequences of spots or a lot of things. It's like, I mean, I couldn't. Could you?
What, remember the sequences?
Yeah, but like in a modern match, you've got to remember a 15-minute match.
No, I could.
Yeah. I mean, you never had to back in the day.
No, because we made it up as we went. We felt the temperature in the room, and we played to the room. So, we didn't script everything. But see, back in the day, you had limited rosters. So you would work with that same guy over and over and over again. So sometimes you knew you would just, after a while, you could go 15 minutes and not even realize it because you already had it down. You wouldn't even have to talk it over. The old saying is, what do you want to do out there? Is that, we're just collared in the ring. That means don't bother me with this crap now. We'll just do it when we get out there. And a lot of times you go out and it's a live event that you don't go to a lot. Well, you just go out and play to the crowd. And whatever they're buying, you give them. Because if they're cheering this, you'll keep going with it. And if they go, well, don't do it again, they're telling you, hey, we don't like that. So.
Well, what do you do with Jade then? Because when she was in AEW,
no,
she had very short matches.
They're going to put her with experienced talent. It's what they're going to do. They're not going to put her with that talent that came right out of NXT because they don't really, they've probably been trained better than Jade because I don't know if Jade trained while she was in AEW or not. But she'll learn it. Little by little, she will learn it. And they're going to put her with, and that's why these underneath guys and girls, they are so valuable because they're really more, they're better at wrestling than the one they're wrestling. They just don't have the star appeal. You could take a great worker and he'd go out there but he gets beat, but he makes the other guy look good. But that's him making the star or the one that's going to win the match look good. So Jade is going to learn during that process. I think they'll put her on a long line of just house shows and they will evaluate her every night. She's actually still training, but not training at the same time. She's getting paid to train now. And I think you put somebody with her, and this is the old saying they used to say, they can do their work and yours too. And that's what you do.
Would you put her on TV as a character? Would you put her on TV wrestling? Or would you actually only keep her on the house shows for as long as you could?
I think they'll put her on TV right away.
Wrestling or just non-wrestling roles?
Well, she's going to go on TV, and the match will be highly, highly scripted. It'll be short. It'll be simple. See, what you want to highlight is her strength. And then all you'd have to do is have Nia Jax walk out there and just look at her. And then all they got to do is look at each other and do that for about 2 weeks. And then come in and let them have a little set to, and then you got them. And then you take that match up and take it around. So, and that tells the strength versus strength is what you're going for. And we'll see who can, that could be just a simple match. So we'll see. We'll see what they have.